Okay, this is interesting. Apparently, if I have the wireless microphone connected, I don't get video output on my little dock here. So we're going to see if that's working. Last time I attempted this, I ended up with an error that lasted a couple of hours. All right, so I'm just going to set up my minimalist setup here. All right, so this mount in my sketchbook is made of the cardboard from a soda case. So super cheap, very minimal. And then I picked up the Art Toolkit Demi palette, which is this thing right here. And then I filled out a little bit of a kit to go along with this. And yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now. I think I'm going to use this Inktense to do my sketch. I think I'm going to use that for adding the watercolors. I do have, obviously, a thing of brushes and assorted other tools. I'm going to bring this Inktense out too. And hilariously, I was like, oh, I'm going to do like a minimalist setup. And then immediately turned around and added a whole lot of stuff to it. So I do have my clipboard here. Hi. And I'm going to do a quick sketch of this scene here. Again, I have no idea what I'm recording, but what I'm trying to capture is that tree and these rocks. I'm just doing a little continuous line sketch here. Didn't really plan this out too awfully well. Add in the other colors with this. I'm using my kind of modified process color setup. I will say that this sketchbook is really not my favorite. It's okay. It's a very inexpensive sketchbook bundled together with a bunch of water brushes. I got 2 of them, so I will be using them. But the paper is much more absorbent than what I typically like. Like I said, it's fine, but it's not winning any awards, that's for sure. Not sure how much of this is going to be coming through in this video, because again, I don't know what the audio levels were looking like. I do think I've got the mic a little too close to my face. But just trying to capture a few things here. I'm using a iron blue Inktense. All right, So we got that going on, and I'm just gonna set these to the side and get my water brush out. And I think what I'm going to start with is just setting some of this ink tints into place. The good thing about the ink tints is that once I wet it and it dries, it does a pretty good job at not lifting up. I mean, it's not perfect, that's for sure. Let's use a little bit of dry brush here. I'm just trying to like move it around and get this ink tint set a little bit and get a little bit of water on there, but not too much. I have a tendency to use too much water. And I don't know what this footage is going to look like because I haven't used this camera for this in particular. Ooh, that picked up a lot of watercolor there. But we do have a beautiful sunny day, and I think you can see how absorbent this paper is, even with just this amount of watercolor. I don't have any green on the trees yet. Mostly it's kind of yellowish popping out so far. Use a little sepia. And I think where like having paper that's too absorbent, I'm not sure how much you're going to see of this, but like the issue with paper that is too absorbent is really apparent to me with this. Like watercolors are just not moving around the way I normally would like them to. So yeah, the paper is way too absorbent here. So I'm adding some sepia over the top of this iron blue. And now, like, if I were using this, like I was mixing the iron blue on the palette, the colors would be a lot different. You know, you could be getting more shades of gray. But instead, this is overlapping pretty much into like brown over blue instead of giving me the nice shades of gray I usually associate with mixing the sepia with blues. The good thing about having the paper be a little wet is I'm getting some natural like movement of the paint, and so I'm getting some of that feathering that I'm looking for. Anyway, for a first sketch of the spring, I guess I'm feeling okay with this. Putting a little magenta. So my palette is quinacridone, magenta, quinacridone, gold. I think I did peacock blue for the bright blue, for the sky blue that I tend to use, sepia, and then hooker's green. And I think with these colors, I can really mix a full range of color for my area. And for this morning, I'm just looking to warm up. Like, I'm not really looking to get like a lot of detail here. And put in a little bit more of this gold color, kind of capture the sunlight here. And just trying to do a quick, very muddy 30-minute bit of sketching here. So my goal with this little kit that I have is to kind of minimize my everyday carry of art supplies, and I ended up just, adding a lot to my kit. I'm thinking about like what I want to add over the top of this. So I think, all right, let's do this. I've got some more ink tints. I don't know how well this is going to go over the top. I don't have any oranges in the scene, but this burnt sienna crayon. And then that's metallic. I don't feel like a metallic right now. I do have this Mungyo pastel holder, which is fantastic. I don't need that right now. All right, so I'm going to go back into this. And yeah, so right now, because the paper is so wet, this crayon is just sort of skating over the surface. And I'm not getting the kind of marks that I typically want to get from crayon. And I think my 30 minutes are up. So yeah. All right, let's do some finishing touches here. But once this is dry, I'm probably going to go back into it and work it a little more. So anyway, that's 30 minutes. Pretty happy with that for my first sketch this season.